2024 Social Work Recognition Ceremony for the Department of Social Work at Florida Gulf Coast University. I'm Dr. Hugh Clark, and I have the honor and privilege to serve as the chair of the Department of Social Work and as MSW Program Coordinator here at FGCU. On behalf of our faculty, we are very pleased to welcome you all here tonight, both graduates and Phi Alpha recipients. Tonight is a very special time as we recognize the efforts put forth by you, our students. Tonight, we will conduct a hooding of the graduating Master of Social Work students, signifying the culmination of their diligent work progressing through the clinical social work program. And then we will also induct students from both our Bachelor of Social Work program and Master of Social Work program into the Omicron Iota chapter of Phi Alpha, the National Social Work Honor Society. Before we begin with the formal ceremonies, I do want to take a moment to introduce the faculty and staff of the Department of Social Work that is with us this evening. So as I call your name, please rise and remain standing. Dr. Tom Felke is the Merritt College Associate Dean of Academics and Interim BSW Director. Dr. Lee Taylor, Assistant Professor. Dr. Lilio Negron, Professor. Ms. Tammy Walker, Field Coordinator. Ms. Melissa Thompson, Instructor. And Ms. Ariella Van Hara, Clinical Assistant Professor. Not with us tonight because she is in her own class doing a presentation is Ms. Teresa Aguiar, who, without her, the department would completely fall apart. So we thank her, in absentia. So here's your faculty, and so thank you all. These individuals, along with several others, both as adjunct faculty members and field agency staff, have assisted in making it possible for our MSW graduates and Phi Alpha inductees to realize the successes we celebrate this evening. I'm extremely happy and I'm pleased with that, and I ask that you all join me in extending our gratitude to all of the people who have had a part in your graduation and in your honor society. Now, in addition to the faculty and staff, adjuncts, we are very aware that you, our students, do not take on these ventures alone. You are supported by an extraordinary network of family, friends, loved ones, and mentors. Even though they are not in the room with us tonight, I hope they're all watching us as they're streaming. And I would like to ask you all, the students, to recognize them tonight by joining together and showing your gratitude to those individuals who have supported you on these journeys. So at this time, we want to begin the official hooding ceremony for the MSWs. I think you've all got the instructions here. We will come this way alphabetically. Give your card to Professor Walker, and I will hood, and Professor Van Hara will assist with that. Professor Negroni and Professor Thompson and Professor Taylor, if she's up to getting up here, wanting to get up here, just to congratulate our graduates as they come by. So we'll ask Melissa Thompson to come and start the process. Thank you all.
So at this time, we will begin the hooding of our 2024 Master of Social Work graduates. Hooding ceremonies are carried out by institutions of higher education to recognize students who have earned an advanced degree beyond the bachelor's degree. The ceremony is a time when social work programs can recognize the individual accomplishments of their graduates in a more personal way than is permitted at the university's general commencement. The pageantry of commencement has its roots in medieval times, dating to the early traditions of Europe's first universities. In 1895, the United States set for its universities a uniform academic costume code, which is reflected in most of the regalia worn today. The outer binding of the master's and doctoral hoods represents the field of study in which the degree was received. Tonight, you will see that our Master of Social Work candidates have hoods with an outer binding of citron, the color representing the field of social work. The students hooded tonight join approximately 9% of the United States population to earn a master's degree. You should all be very proud of this accomplishment, as I know we are proud of you. At this time, I want to invite Professor Tammy Walker to call up the MSW students and Dr. Hugh Clark and Professor Ariella Von Hara, who will conduct the formal hooding of our newest Masters of Social Work students.
All right, we're ready to get started. So we'll start. Yarly Acevedo. Natalie Arnold. Michelle Beasley. Carla Benefield. Deja Brazil. Charles Burbank. Jessica Coyote. Yakira Campbell. Jessica Shapiro Venegas. Hannah Clont. Catherine Corneal. Kaja Cruteau. Romeo Cruz. Brielle Cunningham. Martika Days. Emily De La Cruz. Sydney Falcone. Cooper Ford. Denise Gamache. Peter Delibrio. Deira Gutierrez. Jenna Gwynn. Ashley Hibbard. Nicole Canaris. Catherine Maldonado. Naylin Maldonado. Brenda Martinez. John Martinez. We'll wait just a second. Riley McLean. Alondra Melendez. Chelsea Naples. Nora Navarro. Ashley Nolan. Odalis Revolta. Jonathan Smith. Smith, right. Schwartz. Jamie Schwartz. Stop. You had me second guessing myself. I was like, wait. Lainez Torres. Lainez. Oh. Skylar Thomas. Casey Tester. Sean Stahersky. Angela Sokolova. Congratulations to you all. Give yourself a hand.
All right. Before we move forward, I'm going to ask the candidates for the MSW to please stand for one last task, the recitation of the social work oath. And so if you'll stand, then you will repeat after me. I do affirm. As a professional social worker. I will work to help all people in need. I will work to reduce. The social problems in our society. I will challenge injustice. Particularly to vulnerable and oppressed populations. I will respect the inherent dignity and worth of every person. That was long. I will work to enhance the well-being of individuals, groups, families, organizations, and communities. Groups, families, organizations, and communities. Not done yet. I will strive to increase my professional knowledge and skill. And to advance the knowledge base of the profession. I shall conduct myself in a professional and ethical manner. And abide by the profession's code of ethics. As established by the National Association of Social Workers. You may be seated. Thank you. We will now transition to the induction of our 2023-24 class of inductees to Omicron Iota, the FGC chapter of Phi Alpha, the National Honor Society. I would like to invite Dr. Felke to come forward to conduct the induction.
Good evening. Welcome both new and old Phi Alpha members, social work faculty and staff, and those joining us virtually this evening. I'm proud to have each of you here tonight to share this special occasion. We are here now for the purpose of inducting new members into the Omicron Iota chapter of Phi Alpha, the National Social Work Honor Society. The purpose of Phi Alpha is to provide a closer bond among students of social work and promote humanitarian goals and ideals. Phi Alpha fosters high standards of education for social workers and invites into membership those who have excellence in scholarship and achievement in social work. Phi Alpha's slogan that embraces their purpose is, through knowledge, the challenge to serve. The concept of a National Social Work Honor Society came from a group of undergraduate social work students at Michigan State University in 1960. Investigation revealed that local chapters existed at 3 schools. Those 3 schools, along with a few others, formed a National Honor Society committee in November 1960. For more than a year, this committee worked on the Constitution and other administrative matters. The name Phi Alpha and the key symbol were adopted from the local chapter which existed at Florida State University. The Constitution and formal organization were completed in 1962, and 6 chapters qualified to become charter chapters. They were Florida State, Michigan State, Ohio Northern University, Central State College, the University of Dayton, and the University of Tennessee. The Omicron Iota chapter here at FGCU was established in 2008. Over 400 chapters of Phi Alpha are now in existence, and the addition of new chapters is continuing. At this time, I would like to ask Ms. Riley McLean and Ms. Michelle Beasley to join me as we begin the formal induction of our newest candidates. I ask that all candidates here tonight who have been identified for induction into the Omicron Iota chapter of Phi Alpha for 2024 to please rise and remain standing. To all gathered here this evening and joining us from afar, I have the honor of presenting to you the following candidates who have earned membership in Phi Alpha. These candidates have been examined and found qualified for membership under our Constitution. They have been selected by this society based on their scholarly achievement and strong passion for social work. The highest honor that one can receive in social work at Florida Gulf Coast University is being extended to you now because you are a proven candidate for induction and have met all the requirements for our organization. We have chosen to call this society Phi Alpha, which means love of humanity, and we have adopted the colors blue and gold. You have been selected by the Omicron Iota chapter to become members of the National Social Work Honor Society because you have evidenced an interest in the profession of social work. You have attained academic excellence not only in social work education, but also in all other academic areas. And we believe you are dedicated to the idea of service to humanity. You have also demonstrated a commitment to the standards, ethics, and goals of the social work profession. You have chosen and are now about to be given the charge and purposes of the Phi Alpha Honor Society. If you agree to these charges and purposes, please answer "I do" after I have read each statement. Do you agree to recognize and encourage scholastic achievement among the students who are majoring in social work? Do you agree to improve and further the goals and objectives of social work by encouraging objectivity and awareness of current developments and practices in the various fields of social work? And also, further the goals and objectives of social work by stimulating research and preparation for a career in social work. Candidates, I now ask that you repeat this pledge after me. Now that I have become an active member of Phi Alpha Honor Society, I will uphold its dignity and promote its goals and high ideals as a student as well as in professional life. I will actively participate in meetings and projects and endeavor to maintain a high scholastic average. Thank you, candidates. Please take a seat. At this time, I am now going to invite our newly inducted candidates forward to receive their honor cord, their certificate, and their pin. I'm going to ask that you please come from my left. You'll receive your certificate from myself. I will read your name. Michelle will provide you with your pin, and Riley will place your honor cord on your shoulders. Please come forward. Master students, please follow behind the BSW students, please. Khadijah Burrows. Ansley Croy. Zoe Farrell. Elena Gonzalez. Ember Halverson. Jennifer Lucas. Xavier Luciano. Kylie Moses. Jade Nance Jackson. Markin Arelis. Alejandra Rodas Bran. Aisha Rosario. Ava Rundall. Giovanna Veldkamp. Samantha Wasoli. Natalie Arnold. Charles Burbank. Hannah Clonch. John Martinez. Alondra Melendez. Angela Sokolova. You're good. Stay here for a second. And Jamie Schwartz. Candidates, congratulations on your newly acquired membership. You, as members of Phi Alpha Honor Society, represent the brightest and best in the field of social work. Always use the intelligence and scholarship you hold as ways of honoring all life. May you encourage its growth through your continued association and assistance, and may you also uphold the charges and purposes to which you have just agreed. Please join me in congratulating our newest members of the Omicron Iota chapter of the Phi Alpha Honor Society.
I'm not sure what he did to my notes here. At this time, I'm going to call Dr. Felke back up here for a special recognition that we all take great pride in. And I will call him up. And then when he finishes, we have another guest, special guest, who will also say a few words. And then another special person will be sharing her thoughts and feelings. All right?
It gives me great pleasure to be back up before everyone this evening as we begin to close out tonight's proceedings. Tonight, we would like to take the opportunity to recognize the career and accomplishments of Dr. Lilio Negroni. As many of you are aware, Dr. Negroni has announced her well-earned retirement at the end of the spring 2024 term. Dr. Negroni earned her bachelor's and master's degrees in social work from the University of Puerto Rico, and then earned a PhD in clinical social work and research from Boston College. Dr. Negroni has experience being a clinical supervising social worker in an outpatient mental health program in Massachusetts, and as a clinical social worker in a family services agency in Puerto Rico. She has also practiced clinical work with abused and neglected children and their families, as well as with couples and families. Dr. Negroni joined academia in 1993 after a 13-year career serving as a clinical social worker and supervising other clinical social workers. She has served on the faculty at Inter-American University School of Social Work in Puerto Rico, Springfield College in Massachusetts, and at my alma mater, the University of Connecticut School of Social Work, and of course, here at Florida Gulf Coast University. In 1998, she joined the faculty of the University of Connecticut School of Social Work, where she taught graduate coursework in the casework concentration, including service as chair of the concentration. In addition, she has worked with several doctoral students in that program as well. For several years, she served as director of the University of Connecticut School of Social Work's Puerto Rican and Latino Studies Project, which included facilitating travel study trips for students to Puerto Rico and the island of Vieques. Her impact at FGCU in Southwest Florida was felt soon after her arrival in August 2016. She revived our course on child abuse and neglect, created the social work course, Social Work with Latinx Populations, for both undergraduate and graduate social work students. Her interdisciplinary research efforts yielded multiple funded grants to examine health and resiliency among the residents of Immokalee. Dr. Negroni was appointed as a faculty affiliate of the FGCU Center for Critical Race and Ethnic Studies and was appointed as chair of the Community Engagement Committee for the center. Throughout her academic career, Dr. Negroni has delivered presentations locally, statewide, nationally, and internationally. A well-respected researcher, as I have mentioned, she has carried out various projects and program evaluations focused on a wide array of topics. In addition to her teaching and scholarly endeavors, Dr. Negroni's service to the community, academia, and the social work profession has been beyond extensive. She has been an active member of several professional organizations, including the Council on Social Work Education, the Association of Latina and Latino Social Work Educators, the National Association of Social Workers, the International Association of Schools of Social Work, and the International Association for Social Work with Groups. Dr. Negroni has served on numerous committees, task forces, and boards at the community, local, and national levels. This has included the mentoring of many students, as well as serving as a faculty liaison to a student initiative on military social work practice. She is a site visitor for the Commission on Accreditation of the Council on Social Work Education and has served as a reviewer for several professional journals, in addition to also serving as both a publication consultant and editorial board member. With all of this, it is no surprise that Dr. Negroni's efforts have been recognized often over the years. Just a few of her accolades include the 2005 Caritas Award for advancing women, culture, and society through service to immigrant communities, the 2008 Dr. Julio Morales Award for community service, the 2009 Educator of the Year Award from the National Association of Social Workers, Connecticut chapter, the 2010 Outstanding Faculty of the Year from the Puerto Rican Latin American Cultural Center, the 2011 Women of Color recognition from the University of Connecticut's Women's Center, and the 2016 Claro Outstanding Service to Latinos in Connecticut Award, as well as the 2017 Excellence in Teaching Award from the FGCU chapter of the National Society of Leadership and Success. Then a decade after she won the Educator of the Year in Connecticut, Dr. Negroni was awarded the 2019 NASW Southwest Florida Social Work Educator of the Year Award. The reason it is such a privilege for me to stand before you and give this tonight is because for the past 24 years of my academic career, first as a student and then as a faculty member here at FGCU, Dr. Negroni has been a constant presence in my life in some way, shape, or form. It was an honor for me to accompany Dr. Negroni and Dr. Kathy Medina, one of our colleagues from the University of Connecticut School of Social Work, on that travel study to Puerto Rico a few years ago here at FGCU. As for me, that was a trip 20 years in the making. So tonight, we thank Dr. Lilio Negroni for her many contributions, not only to Florida Gulf Coast University in Southwest Florida, but to the social work profession and to all those with whom she has influenced through her many efforts over the course of her career.
Y'all may be seated, but before I have Dr. Negroni speak, we have a special guest who's here, Kara Ryan, who is going to give a few words as well.
So good to see you. Okay, let me get here.
Come over.
I'm tearing up. Okay. All right. Good evening. My name is Kara Ryan, and I have the honor of serving as the inaugural Vice President of Alianza, the Alliance for Hispanic Latinx Employees at Florida Gulf Coast University. We, the E-Board, want to take a moment to show gratitude and reflect on Dr. Lilio Negroni's contributions to FGCU and the Latinx community and academia as a whole. Dr. Negroni's research has not only enriched our understanding, but it has also made a tangible impact in the Hispanic community. Her dedication to excellence and service has been exemplary. Dr. Negroni's role as a founding member of Alianza has been instrumental in fostering a culture of inclusivity and support. Her leadership on the Hispanic Serving Institution Transition Committee and the FGCU Strategic Plan Steering Committee has been pivotal in shaping the future of our institution for generations to come. Beyond her professional achievements, Dr. Negroni has been a loyal friend, mentor, and colleague to many of us. Her kindness, generosity, and unwavering support have touched our lives in profound ways. As Dr. Negroni begins this new chapter, we extend our heartfelt thanks and appreciation for her dedication, leadership, and friendship. Dr. Negroni, on behalf of the Alianza Executive Board, we wish you a joyful and fulfilling retirement.
Thank you very much. Dr. Filkey, everything you said, I was planning to summarize it, and I appreciate so much. You reminded me of my journey. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you to Dr. Clark and Dr. Felke and my colleagues for giving me this opportunity to, like, of terminating, wrapping up, saying so long farewell. You know how much I value termination and how I like rituals. So I was still looking forward for that moment where I could have that ritual to say, see you later, alligator. Not to them, you're not the alligators, it's a say. I'm retiring because I need to take a break, but teaching has been my passion, my life. And told Dr. Felke and Dr. Clark that I'm looking forward to be back, even as an adjunct, and I hope that happens. I know that there's a door open for me. I don't know what it will bring in addition to teaching, because as you know me, teaching is not enough. We social workers, it's not social work is not a job, it's a life. And I'm looking forward to that. That's what I will remain involved in Immokalee. The Immokalee Health Project ended up becoming something else. So now we are working in Immokalee. I don't want to leave that. But also, I want to tell you, particularly to you graduates and inductees, social work is a wonderful opportunity to facilitate change. And for an educator, the best gifts that we can get is to see our students graduate, go out, and practice what they learned from us. What they learned from what we taught in the classroom, but also the examples, the good ones we gave you. The best gift for a social work educator would be to hear about you, how competently you are performing, how ethical is your practice, how committed you are, and how involved you are beyond your job on addressing the needs and the challenges that our communities are facing. The best gift for a social work educator also would be to see you back in the Department of Social Work, perhaps when it becomes even a school of social work, and serve as field instructors, and also train yourselves to be competent supervisors, and dream and make your dreams come true in terms of developing programs, research efforts, initiatives. That is what is going to make our lives as educators so proud and so joyful. So for me, retiring, it's a good thing. It's a challenge too. And at the same time, it's special this year because most of the students who are graduating, I feel connected with them in a very special way. And you know who you are and you know how. And see you graduating is a very special gift for me. So I'm happy for you all. I wish you well, great success. I hope you come to commencement because I'm planning to be there with my colleagues. And remember, social work is not a job. It's going to be your complete identity and your entire life. Remember to go beyond the job and volunteer and do the best you can for our communities. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Negroni, and I want to say that the department will be presenting you with a gift soon, but not here tonight. So but it was all about timing, as we know. But you have been a valuable part of this community and this faculty, and thank you for all your time, service, and energy in everything that you've done. Thank you so much. All right, so moving to our conclusion here. To you, our MSW graduates and Phi Alpha inductees, in closing, I leave you with a quote from my mentor, Dennis Salibi. And some of you may have read his book on the strengths perspective. I've read this for the past 2 years, and I think it continues to resonate this year. Dr. Salibi said, "Liberation is founded on the idea of possibility. The opportunities for choice, commitment, and action, whether pursued in relative tranquility or in grievous circumstance. We have fabulous powers and potential. Some are muted, unrealized, and imminent. Others glimmer brightly about us. All around are people and policies, circumstances and conventions, contingencies and conceptions that may nurture and emancipate these powers, or that may crush and degrade them. Somewhere within, and we may call it by different names, lies the longing for the heroic, to transcend circumstances, to develop one's own powers, to face adversity down, to stand up and be counted. You are all here for one reason, and one reason alone, because you want to put yourselves directly into the hearts of people, their lives for the sole purpose of assisting them so you can live more fulfilled lives and find those powers within. I implore you to use the powers you possess in undertaking the mission, the moral power of righteousness, the power of social justice, the power of fact-based analysis, and the power of unity. We are currently facing a major struggle where the core values of the social work profession are being challenged and in some cases almost completely erased. We all must keep up the fight to advocate for social justice for all people and especially those members of marginalized populations. As you go forth into the world, we ask that you advocate for all backgrounds, all promote social justice, embrace diversity, and recognize and respect the value of every person. You have accomplished much so far, and we know you all will continue on this path of service and success. I and the faculty and the staff of the FGCU Department of Social Work again extend our congratulations to you. We are very proud of your accomplishments to this point, and we look forward to all that you will continue to achieve from this day forward. I want to thank you for being here this evening for the celebration, and we invite you to go out and continue to celebrate, and also to take some good photos. And in the back here, we have Thomas Aguiar, who is photographer for us this evening, and he is going to be around and will take pictures of individuals, groups, whatever. He's very handy. And you might notice that last name was Aguiar. Yeah, there's a connection there. So anyway, so go out and change the world to the best of your ability. Thank you, graduates. Thank you, Phi Alpha inductees. And we have some light refreshments, cake in the back. Congratulations to you all. And again, thank you, Dr. Negron. Thank you all. Take care. Congratulations. Yeah. Whew. Well done. I know. Anybody that would volunteer to cut the cake would be well appreciated.